What if a tiny seed could travel the world searching for something it doesn't even know how to name? By the end of this story, you'll discover a moral you'll never forget. It was a windless morning when Numo, a dandelion with cotton wings, let go of the stem without knowing where the sky would take him. As he floated, he felt tickles on his fluff, as if the whole world were whispering secrets through his white threads. He flew over a city of red rooftops and fast noises, but no one there noticed him passing by. Could this be my place? He wondered, but kept flying. He passed over a field of sunflowers that turned in silence. One said to him, "Everything turns the same here. Won't you get bored?" Numo didn't answer and flew higher. On a low cloud, he met Syria, a dreamy-eyed raindrop. "I'm also looking for where I belong," she told him. Numo and Syria floated together for hours, counting stars and naming strange shapes in the clouds. But the wind turned gray and roared without warning. A storm separated them with force. Numo plummeted, shouting his name. He woke up trapped in a puddle. The drops didn't speak. The water was cold and still. For the first time, he felt what it was to be lost. A frog named Mono pushed him with her foot. "Are you a little bug or an idea?" she asked. "I'm Numo. I'm looking for my home." Mono croaked loudly. "What if your home isn't a place? I was born in 100 puddles. Mine is where I sing." Numo didn't understand. How could something be home without a roof or solid ground? He felt even more lost. But the sun returned, and with it, a soft, warm wind. Numo let himself be carried once more, even if he didn't know where to. This time, he arrived at an open-air library, where the leaves were words and the branches spoke in whispers. There he met Leah, a girl who listened to the trees with her eyes closed. "What are you doing?" asked Numo. "I gather stories from the wind," she replied. "The ones that come without a map and fly without fear." Numo trembled. "Could I be a story?" he asked. Leah smiled. "You're one of the best." She caught him gently between her fingers, not to trap him, but to understand him. She blew him with a wish. May he find what he's looking for, even if he doesn't know what it is. Numo rose again. This time something was different. He no longer flew alone. The wind seemed to know his name. The clouds opened to let him through, and his light heart beat with excitement. He saw sleeping mountains, shining seas, and even a city made of mirrors where everything reflected what one hides. But he didn't stop, because he was no longer looking for a place. He was looking for something he'd only find by keeping on moving. One night, the moon came down to speak with him. "Are you still searching for a home, little seed?" she asked curiously. "I no longer know if I'm searching for it or creating it," Numo replied. The moon touched him with a silver ray. "Then you've already found it." Numo descended into a garden where no one had arrived yet. The soil was new, untouched, without names. He landed and waited, not out of fear, but out of choice. Roots grew from his soul. Days later, in that very spot, a girl passed by and shouted, "Mom, a dandelion is growing here." Numo smiled in silence. He was no longer wind. He was story, seed, home, and beginning. Moral: sometimes you don't need to find your home, but to turn every place you touch into part of you. See you very soon with more magical stories that will make your imagination fly and touch your heart in every adventure.